we're here, day one, about to go to this conference to promote your application, right?
Yes.
How's it feel?
It feels great. It's exciting. It's a new experience to go to a tech conference and to be able to, get more exposure from Melini and just help out a lot of businesses that may be there. I would like to, take on our services.
Absolutely. Tell me some things that you were thinking about on your way to New Orleans.
Some of the things I was thinking about on my way to New Orleans was pretty much the experience while we're coming here. Pretty much meeting new tech companies, seeing what they have to offer, sharing what we have to offer. You just never know who you'll meet at these conferences. The tech conference where it's like hundreds of tech companies that's presenting and showing off what they have to offer, as well as the seminars. Is different celebrities or just tech gurus that been there, done that's sharing their experiences, that we're able to take that all in and use that to grow our company as well. Also, just the reaction for our app, just everyone's reaction, like creating a commercial right in front of them, showing them what we have to offer. Since it's very innovative, we're looking forward to seeing like what can it do for every app company as well as every local and online business.
Cool. But if you had to really narrow it down and say what you can't wait to say that you did after this experience, what would that thing be?
Meeting the Google rep at this tech conference, being able to ask all the questions that we have, sharing our blueprint, and just getting the advice that we need be beneficial for our company to grow it out and scale it in different areas. So that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Okay. So we're headed to the Collision conference right now, correct?
Yes.
All right, so what's the first thing on your agenda? You got a lot of things that you really want to do, but what are you gonna do first?
First thing I would like to do is just walk all over the place. Just, see all the tech companies there, just, talk to a whole bunch of app companies, just get a feel for the event and just network. Just being in an environment of opportunity, because you don't know who you'll meet. I just think just getting there is just the rush of just meeting new people and new companies. I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to get there. in a hurry. Just slam on your brakes and just stop.
Why did you take me all the way over here? I felt like the gas companies had created MapQuest.
Exactly.
They're like, look.
We'll show you all the gas station all the way to your destination. So they won't take their time. Sightsee.
Guys, I'm gonna surprise Michael Paul here. Hi, Michael Paul.
Oh, hi.
I just wanted to get a few questions about Collision and your participation in Melini.
Sure.
So if we could just take a moment. Am I disturbing you?
No, that's fine. I'm just working.
Okay, cool. So tell me about your Collision experience.
Collision was better than I thought it would be. You know, I came in a little nervous, a little apprehensive, because I knew, I looked at some of the speakers and some of the people I'd get to meet, and these, at this conference in my field, are considered by the field the best of the best. And you know, I sought some of them out to have conversations with them, just to meet them and have that experience and make some contacts. You know, there's always part of me that wonders, can I hold my ground with this person if they ask me questions? And, you know, it was cool. You know, we had great in-depth discussions, and you know, felt like part of the team there. So it was awesome.
That's really good. So did you get to do everything you set out to do at Collision?
Oh, and more.
Okay.
Yeah. Wanted to make some great contacts for Melini, and you know, it was the first time I put this product, you know, me and Jamel and our awesome team have done in front of some of those great minds. And so it's like, what's going to be the reaction? What are these guys who are at the top of the field going to say? You know, and they were blown away. And I'm like, yes!
So if there was anything that you could have done differently for Collision in preparation, or just what you had an opportunity to do, what would that thing be?
I think I would have spent more time and really navigated and headhunted a little better, maybe. You know, once I got there and got the app and got my grounds, and took me a little bit just to find my place and get my confidence, then I went looking. You know, we do this again, you know, out of the gate.
You're gonna go looking.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know, it was hard for us to catch you sometimes. It's a good thing you wore that fedora hat. So let me go into, you know, your role in Melini a little bit. So how did you even get involved with Melini and Jamel and the whole project?
Sure. How I got involved was honestly God first.
Absolutely.
He, you know, I was at a time in my life where I was looking for a project to get excited about. I was doing work for other people, it was rote work, doing lots of it, but nothing that was excited, and I felt just like an employee all the time, and it was, and that was fine. But I met Jamel through a good friend of mine, Ian Hansen, who's a designer and animator, to Jamel was looking for a new developer, and we met, and we got started. And it has been a process of learning and growth and learning to trust each other. And through it, I found a leader that's a man of God, which for me is very important.
Absolutely.
And the vision he has brought to it has inspired me. And when I'm inspired, that flows down to my marriage. So now my marriage feels more inspired, and then my kids feel more inspired about their dad.
Absolutely.
So it's been an incredible experience, incredible run so far.
Okay. So definitely all that inspiration is fantastic. So what interests you?
What interests me the most is that at times it seemed an impossible thing. To do the kinds of, Jamel would call me at like 11 at night sometimes. And I'm like, dude, sleep. But he's like, you're awake. And he would have this thought, and he goes, what do you think? He'd be like, what you think? That's how he does it, right? And I'd be like, well, some of the times the first thought would be, no way, that's not possible. And then my second thought would be, and it's funny because he would listen to me, he's like, here Mike's brain goes. I'm like, maybe. And then we do it, we figure it out. And it's like those kind of things is what, impressed the people at Collision, like, how did you do that? And I'm not telling you.
We understand proprietary information.
That's right.
So, going with, your experience here with Melini, I guess, without revealing too much, of course, what kind of obstacles have you guys gone up against and overcome?
The first obstacle, I think any company in its young growth as it develops into a solid team is, oftentimes you want top people that do their fields. But here's the thing about having top people in their fields be part of your team. Everybody's very independent, has their own ideas, and wants their ideas to be the ideas that are chosen. And so the first obstacle we had to overcome, and there's probably only been 2 days out of this whole process where I think people were really with each other. And that's pretty good. But figuring out how to get all these people with great ideas to not only collaborate, but want to collaborate and want to go mesh, because, the outcome is better than anyone could have done individually. So that was the first obstacle. And then second obstacle was just figuring out these impossible things, because if everybody had figured this stuff out, then there'd be 100 Melinis out there, but there's not. So, but those are the kind of obstacles that get me fired up.
Okay. So I'm not going to take too much more of your time because I know I interrupt you getting some work done, getting some beautiful coding done. But I guess I just want to know, where do you see the future of Melini?
I think especially after this conference, it confirmed to me we really do have something innovative. We do have something that's needed, and that people are excited to see what it does. And so what excites me about the future and where I think where we're going is just showing Melini to the world and always innovating the next thing. Don't ever be satisfied, and do the next thing and make Melini that much better. So.
Turn right on North Park Street, then turn right on Little Farms Avenue.
Six side, east side, all that for my hair.